We needed to be assertive as women in those days, assertive and aggressive, and the degree to which we had to be that way depended on where you were. I had to be. I like to learn. That's an art and a science. I'm always interested in learning something new. Even as a professional in an integrated world, I had been the only black woman in enough drawing rooms and boardrooms to have an inkling of the chutzpah it took for an African-American woman in a segregated Southern workplace to tell her bosses she was sure her calculations would put a man on the moon. There's nothing to it, I was just doing my job. Give credit to everyone who helped, I didn't do anything alone. There are only two conditions, right or wrong, in math. Girls are capable of doing everything men are capable of doing. Sometimes they have more imagination than men. In math, you're either right or you're wrong. I was excited at something new, always liked something new, but give credit to everybody who helped. I didn't do anything alone but try to go to the root of the question and succeeded there. Sometimes I could see that others in the class did not understand what W. Schieffel and Clater was teaching. So I would ask questions to help them. He'd tell me that I should know the answer, and I finally had to tell him that I did know the answer, but the other students did not. I could tell. People say we are playing God. My answer is, if we don't play God, who will? We had to determine so much. Where you were, where the moon would be, and how fast the astronauts were going. You are no superior, not inferior, even if you are rich and you are poor. Like what you do, and then you will do your best. When a space program came along, I just happened to be working with guys, and when they had briefings I asked permission to go, and they said the girls don't usually go. And I said, well, is there a law? They said no, and then my boss said let her go. The women did what they were told to do. They didn't ask questions or take the task any further. I asked questions, I wanted to know why. They got used to me asking questions and being the only woman there. Men don't pay attention to small things. I liked working with smart people. The main thing, I liked what I was doing, I liked work. I liked the stars and stories we were telling, and it was a joy to contribute to the literature work that was going to be coming out. But little did I think it would go this far. Everything was so new, the whole idea of going into space was new and daring. There were no textbooks, so we had to write them. Take all the courses in your curriculum. Do the research. Ask questions. Find someone doing what you are interested in. Be curious. Everything is physics and math. We put in some long hours at times, and I had 3 children at home. But they were very responsible, and I had family and friends who helped look after them. I was always around people who were learning something. I like to learn. Many professors tell you that you be good at this or that, but they don't always help you with that career path. We're really young, so there's a lot of room for growth. If these girls stay together and work together during the off-season, they will grow as a team. If you want to know, you ask a question. There's no such thing as a dumb question, it's dumb if you don't ask it. My colleagues and I were committed to the work. We found different ways to deal with the segregation. We will always have STEM with us. Some things will drop out of the public eye and will go away, but there will always be science, engineering, and technology. And there will always be mathematics. Let me do it. You tell me when you want it and where you want it to land, and I'll do it backwards and tell you when to take off. I found what I was looking for at Langley. This was what a research mathematician did. I went to work every day for 33 years happy. Never did I get up and say I don't want to go to work. I think it's important that you learn the background of what you're working on and how to do it, and you'll get the right answer. I was excited at something new, always liked something new, but give credit to everybody who helped. I didn't do anything alone but try to go to the root of the question and succeeded there. I don't have a feeling of inferiority. Never had. I'm as good as anybody, but no better. I like to work problems. If you do your best, nobody can ask you to do it over again. I never had to repeat what I did. We needed to be assertive as women in those days, assertive and aggressive, and the degree to which we had to be that way depended on where you were. I had to be.